she went around the gallery twice, and I would hear her say, "Is that Nikki's? Is that Nikki's?" In a small voice. And then she said, "Is that Jerry's?" And I wonder if her sight was going. But it was just, tears came to your eyes because it was so beautiful, her passion for painting and wanting to be with the painters and being so involved right up to the end. And she was determined to stick with it right up to the end, and she did. So it was a beautiful woman, a very strong, passionate woman in what she did.
Until the end, if you called her and asked how you're doing and how you're feeling, she'd always turn the conversation on you, about whatever she knew about your life and your children and so forth. And she'd always end, "Let's go painting. Let's go painting." Yeah. Since the last some years, it's like we could carry our equipment up a hill, or I remember you and Bill and her and me were there, and you two just took off, which meant I had to stay with Pam. And she would settle her little chair, and she had this hat with these little dinghies hanging, remember, around. And she would say, "It's okay, I have 4 paintings here." This way, and this way, and this way, and this way. And she did. She stayed the whole day in one spot and painting what's in front of her. And it was partially because she was frail for a long time and carrying the stuff. She didn't want to be reliant on others too much, and she didn't want to carry her equipment very far. But I remember when we did the first catalog from the Triton show, and her, you remember how we had the little phrases, each one of us, and she said, "I just take my paints out and I start painting, and I don't know what happened or where did I go, where I went, and all of a sudden the painting is there." The same idea that she was not in the way, that she was not leading it, that she had genuine joy in being outside and just being connected to what's in front of her. She used to say, I don't always like my paintings. I paint like a girl. I paint like a girl," she says. She liked the big, heavy shit. It's okay. I sell them like hotcakes.
She had a style that she had a style that stayed with her for a long time. She loved the colors that she used. She had these really, for me, they were weird colors, like
Jerrold color.
Coral was one of them, and flesh was another, and
Lavender.
and she used those colors so effectively. And when she painted something, she was always painting from here, and she would make up just the essence of the scene without letting it tell her what to do. And that's the kind of stuff that we try to teach now, is to use your own sensibilities about it, use your own color sense, and make up your own story. And she did that all the way through her life. I mean, you could always tell a Pam Glover. It was just like that had that certain essence of Pam in it. And I think people, as I used to say, well, at least I said it once, Pam had many imitators but no equals.
I remember she said to Jerry, "Well, you just wait until your students paint better than you."
That's right. I went to the Epperson show, and suddenly dawned on me how I could use that color, and I've been using it since I was inspiring me to sort of explore the colors more. And
I think, well, all of us coming and joining Pam. And we send her our bon voyage. And I'm sure the stuff that she has up there to paint is going to be very exciting. I'm sure she's going to use some of the same colors and her own very private sensitivities. So Pam, it's been really nice. Been a nice time with you, and I'd like to send all of our love to you. And if you come back, please tell us who you're going to be, because I want to talk to you more. I haven't had enough time in this life with you. So I want to leave Pam one word: love and hue. Thanks.
One of the first women to really break into this plein air painting, and
Yeah.
what was that like?
Oh, I loved it because, I can pee out behind a bush and it doesn't worry me at all. We'd lead Sierra Club trips into the mountains. Then I decided, okay, we'll do a teenage trip. Well, that was a disaster. They all smoked marijuana. They broke all the rules that they weren't allowed to skinny dip, but they all just went in skinny dipping. And then the food was, they got in line for the food. And as soon as they got their plate full of food, they moved into the second line, ready for the next lot. So, to keep them fed was something else.
Yeah.
Were you painting outside at that time?
Yeah, I wish I had.
You probably were thinking of paintings.
Went to beautiful places, and I wish I had. But, my husband was more into the backpacking, and I was the one to carry the load behind. Yeah.
We did.
I'm glad you did too, and it's good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
You look so beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I'd like to send all of our love to you.